What are you doing?
Etching. A knife. Right there.
Chef knife?
What?
Chef knife?
Chef knife.
Are you chef?
I'm Jeff the chef. Not certified, but certifiable.
Aren't you?
I'm 53 years old, but when I look in the mirror, I feel like 53, but I'm actually, I feel like, before I look in the mirror, I felt like I was 20. But after I look in the mirror, I feel like I look like some old guy. Where'd that 20-year-old guy go?
Whatever he's doing, it sounds rough. I think he's cutting something. Welcome back, guys. My name's Josh. You guys requested vlog style videos, and so this is our attempt of doing that. If you guys enjoy this vlog style video, let me know. My plan is to pack a lot more information in this video, but less editing, which means I'll be able to put more information in it. What I really want you guys to see is my dad making a chef knife, and my brother Kyle is teaching my dad how to make the chef knives.
Much better in the dark areas.
Yeah.
The light areas doesn't really matter, but the dark areas are way better. Definitely. Don't etch this one quite as long because it has that finer finish.
Okay.
And because I think I had you over etch the other one a little bit. Remember on that one side you got some weird stuff happening right here.
All right. Can I stop here? This is my 38-minute etch.
Are you going for that buffed, shiny thing again? Chatoyant?
Yeah. I'm also gonna dip it and do my final etch in ammonia or vinegar.
I don't know what the vinegar will do, but I would maybe etch it a little bit more.
Sure.
A little bit more. That acid might be getting weak because we've done quite a bit of etching in it.
Okay.
Not sure. Well, it's probably on the cold side too.
I got a heater to heat that stuff up, but I'm making a tank heater.
Yeah.
Electric tank heater. It'll heat it up in just a couple minutes like a microwave. It can go from tank to tank. The vinegar needs to be around 100 degrees, start actuating the steel. 120. It won't do it cold.
To get things to etch the most evenly, you need to be scrubbing on it pretty hard with paper in between every time. That's why I use a backer and sharp paper. The goal is to remove the oxides, all the oxides, or at least the majority of them.
A backer?
That way the acid can continue to etch the 1084.
A backer?
Otherwise it's like covered and you can't get to it.
Alright, I gotta go get a backer. Got fresh paper. You get a backer. My customized backer. A file that's been surface ground. Like that. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna tear something up.
Wait a second. Didn't Kyle just tell you to use a backer?
Yeah. But I'm gonna scratch it. My backer's too sharp. It's gonna scratch the steel.
I mean, if Kyle says you can do it, then you can do it, can't you?
Yeah, but I'm gonna scratch the steel with my backer.
And I think what he was saying, the problem with doing it like that, you're going to get it uneven.
Yeah. That's a problem.
I mean, it's a lot like automotive. I did a little bit automotive work when I was younger. And what
Back
you
in
do,
the day?
you put the Bondo on, And then you cannot scrub it with your hand with sandpaper, otherwise you're going to see those grooves of you're going to see your hand grooves. So you have to have a flat block.
I got it.
A nice flat block.
I got it. I got my mojo. And I scratched it. I get to start all over. There we go. Score.
Coffee break. Can't use that cup. Can't use that cup. That's Kyle's special Star Wars cup. Don't mess with Kyle's Star Wars cups. Shoot. I guess I'll have to wash a cup.
Want to wash in some ferric chloride?
Oh wait. I think that's over there.
Yeah. Well, that was a close call. You almost had to do a dish.
I know.
I gotta get fresh paper.
I think that's enough cream. Dessert coffee. Yeah, that's a lot of cream.
She's just a giant bladder.
Oh boy. The floor's leaking, says Caleb. Where's that dog at? Carrie! Oh boy. Are you bad dog? Did you go pee in the house? Are you bad dog? Yes, you're such a bad doggy. We getting?
Working on some heavy equipment. Gotta improve this design a little bit. Gotta take this thing off every time to put the paper towel on there. I'll let Kyle see. Ridiculous. We're gonna shortcut this. So we're gonna make that fit in there. So you just slip it right off the top. Gotta check my acid etch. This will have to wait. I gotta get it even. It looks really good. I think I'm gonna, this is my last etch. I don't want to go any deeper. I'm not gonna make it more even that way. I don't need to. Just got done etching and buffing. I think I'm gonna put my ammonia etch on that next and be close to being done. It's pretty good. Buff it one more time without any rouge. That? Yeah. Looks like a hamon.
Looks good, besides that blotchy thing, I don't know what that is. You have to just mess around with it and try to get rid of that, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. On that one side. We don't want these electric elements, which is all 110, we don't want those electric elements touching those positive and negative on the house voltage. So we're going to pre-drop this in here to a certain depth, somehow contain it.
That's vinegar, right?
It's vinegar. We just want to heat this up to about 100 to 120 degrees to hot etch the blade. we don't have to have this up crazy hot at all. We get some tape. I'm gonna make a fancier tank for it, but for now this is just a see if this will even work, which I think it will. Looks like it's gonna work really good. So I'll just tape that on right there. We'll just plug it into the household circuit.
So you're just going to heat it up until it gets to temperature, then you're going to take it back out and then throw your knife in there.
Yeah, throw a knife in. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to stay hot for very long. This is just a quick etch, maybe 15-minute max, and I've actually had it perform even down to 80 degrees on the temperature.
So now let's plug it in and see if you get shocked, right?
Yeah, see if we blow a breaker. It could pop out of there. Now we get to stick some metal down in there. It could all blow up like a cannon.
It's actually boiling.
Yep.
Sizzling.
Yep. Hopefully it won't burn the element out. We'll keep an eye
Wow,
on it.
it's smoking.
Yeah, you don't want to breathe that either.
Ammonia.
Weaponized.
Well, it's vinegar.
Weaponized vinegar. See if it shocks me. Nope, no shocky. What I'm gonna do is put another tank on the side, a heating tank, and it'll actually circulate all on its own. This is the lowest wattage I could find. Probably could get a lower one. It's about a 1500 watt. Be nice to have about 500 watt. Be a lot more controllable. See, it's already hit 100, and everything's hot. Well, the cord's warm. It's warmed up.
Yeah, it's
Just from what, 30, 40 seconds?
not made for this, huh?
No, not really.
But it works.
Apparently it's working.
Hey, I hope you guys aren't talking about Christmas stuff in there, because we can hear you.
No, no Christmas stuff. Just work, work, work. Instagram, Facebook.
Oh, it smells nasty.
Yeah.
Well, now, it's going to be 100 degrees just at top. It's going to be colder on the bottom.
Yeah, so I'm just getting ready to stir it around a little bit. I don't have to have a lot of heat either, you know. I'm gonna make a tube. Actually, I'm in the process of making a tube, PVC tube that this will go all the way to the bottom.
What temperature are you shooting for?
120 down. Because sometimes you want to be able to etch these blades with a handle on it, and to touch them up after you've made a boo-boo on the blade, after you've sanded into it, so you got to resand. This way you could do basically a cold process of etching. I'm just going to stir that temperature around a little bit in there. Make sure it's consistent on my blade so I don't get some funky etch everywhere.
Stir it with the knife. Don't you normally want a piece of metal to stir it with? So
It is a piece of metal. A knife is metal.
So that way it's consistent with the knife.
Let's just check our temperature. If it drops down to 100, I'm going to be okay with the whole deal. Especially it's a very little. We could drop this in there again, lickety sizzle.
It's about 90. It's slowly going up, 95.
Let's just drop this in there just for fun. It ain't gonna hurt a thing to stick that in there. Just hold it. And just plug this in and see it. Don't let it blow up in your face. See, it don't take much. It's got some pretty good action going on there.
I'm afraid that won't that etch the blade different now? Because now your stuff isn't consistent. Now it's hotter on top again.
Only for a couple seconds. It's
Okay.
not gonna it won't make that much difference. Good question. Very good question. I don't think. We pull that thing out of there, we'll find out together. How about that?
And this is supposed to fix the blotchy spot you had on it?
No. This is to give it a food grade etch for the clients. And basically, where you at?
Behind you.
In a cold process that I can touch it up after I make a mistake or a boo-boo, a scuff on the blade. I can touch it up without having to take the handle off and redoing everything. It's a cold process. Plus the vinegar etch seems to be very durable and desirable.
Well, in this one you already had to take the handle off because... Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, I went and glued it all up last night so it'd be dry this morning, and I forgot to etch the blade. Rookie mistake. Again, I think I've done that. Kyle caught me last time I did this, and he wasn't there watching me this time. I was kind of off my leash and out of my cage. So I boo-booed. I'll get it figured out. I can use a thermostat off a hot water heater too to keep that, maintain that, so it will cycle on and off at 120 degrees. But I don't have a thermostat. I was just going to see if this even works. It looks like it's going to work great, so I'm going to get a thermostat for like $8 and have a store-bought setup. The hotter it is, the better the vinegar works, but I don't want a hot process, a fast process. I just want to be able to touch up my boo-boos on my final fit and finish before the knife goes out the door. If you sharpen the blade when you go to your final process sharpening, sometimes you can scuff into your knife somehow, and this way I can touch it back up. Should have set the timer. I almost set the timer. It's been there not quite 5 minutes yet. I'm on another 5 right now, so that'll be a 10-minute etch. I think I've etched before at 15 and 20 minutes. So I need a coffee break. Where's my coffee? Must have coffee. Whoa, that's not funny.
Kind of cool looking, huh?
Oh man. Kinda, yeah. Spectacular. Got my coffee. Can I turn the heater off? Alright, it's not funny. Put it somewhere it doesn't go. I know where it is. I know right where it is. I can see it from here. My X-ray vision. Put it where it doesn't go. Coffee break over. Final coat of vinegar, etch, around 100 degrees. I'm on my final sanding. I think I'm ready to fit my handle on. We'll see how chatoyant it is after I get this sanded and dried. We're taking off that little bit of a mill scale. It's got a little oxidized finish on it already. It looks great. A little distress, a little patina.
What grit sandpaper are you using?
2500.
Is that the same for every etching process?
It is for me so far. Kyle's used different ones, got different results, but the 2500 is really slow and mild, and I don't want it to get away from me. So I go real slow with a real mild sandpaper.
So is it really whatever you feel comfortable with, and right now you feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, I've seen Kyle do 1500, but and 25 both. But I'm stuck on this because I'm familiar with it, so I'm not going to switch up. Not unless I have to, and I don't have to yet, so I won't. This is working really great.
And we're trying to get you in full-time production now, right?
Full-time production. I'm full-time production, but we gotta get them going on. Get them out online.
You just trying to experiment with what best design would work.
Yep, designs and etching techniques, the finish techniques and patterns. Yeah, we're working on that hard. Everybody is.
And once we find the design and stuff, then we're gonna make that and sell them, right?
Yep, bunch of them at a time. Then we'll expand out on from that with different styles and designs. That is.
See that blotch there? We don't really know how it got there, and we don't really know how to get rid of it.
This has not been in any chemicals except for right here in the kitchen in a controlled environment.
What do you think Kyle would say to the blotch?
I don't know, he said keep working it until you're happy with it. I've got the same thing going on the other side, only the opposite. It's like it's dark and the rest of the blade's light. Sure is pretty though.
Kind of reminds me of a hormone, doesn't it?
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Almost looks good. Almost.
Oh, look at there. I got a scuff. I scuffed the blade. I got a scuff on the blade right there with the, see it?
Oh yeah.
Send it again. That's from, I gotta do this again. I shouldn't use that file. Probably should use a piece of wood. Oh, Just gotta go back out and be sanded. Start all over. Happy, happy, happy.
You getting ready to do something too, Kyle?
Yeah. Welding these tile mosaic and forge soon.
I got you. Go. Now. Can't go through that paint. Yep. You shouldn't have a problem. Try again. Never had to work on this thing. I don't think it's a big deal, whatever it is. Ground. All looks copacetic in here, big guy. You're hot. Your lead's hot. Unless we broke something in here, which is. Here we go. Try it now. Wow, never had to work on this. These always work big. It's tight. Try it right on that copper right there. The accuracy. You didn't get in here and touch nothing, did you? I mean, it ain't even opened up or nothing. Flip any switches.
Changed the heat setting and the wire speed a minute ago.
Oh. I think it was in the middle. I think it was in the middle. Where do you want it at, bro?
4 or 5.
I think it was in the middle, Kyle. You're good to go. There we go. Catastrophe averted. The way I like repairs.
Don't make it go that way too much.
Sorry. Usually something simple. Don't always think it's the hot wire. Sometimes it's the ground. Although it was neither one this time. Operator error.
What happened?
Got between the two settings of this.
Poor design on the welder.
Poor design on the welder, says the welder.
No, if it's not going to give power when the switch is halfway, it shouldn't give me wire. It should like completely not work at all.
Like that?
Yeah. If it's not going to give me power, then I don't want wire either.
Right.
So poor design on the welder.
Of course. I concur.
Not Welder.
Aw, he didn't mean it.
If you guys enjoy this video, leave a like. It really helps us out. And please comment below if you truly enjoyed it. If so, do what I just said.